What's going on, everyone? Daniel here, and welcome to my quick review for Alien Covenant, which is a sequel to Prometheus and a prequel to the original Aliens film. It's once again directed by Ridley Scott and Michael Fassbender. Stars Michael Fassbender, Kathrine Paterson, that guy named Billy Crudup, something like that, queued up, Danny Mcbride, that guy from Empire, a bunch of other people. I mean, a lot of other people. So it's a wide cast. A weird variety of cast and a few people I don't know. Anyway, no spoilers again. Expect later today a spoiler review to be up, and as well a full movie review with pros and cons and a final score within the next few weeks. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you my first impressions on it, what I liked, what I didn't like, without going too much into spoiler territory. Starting off, man, the stuff I really enjoyed about this film, and by the way, Alien Covenant is one of my most anticipated films, was one of my most anticipated films out of the year, and it's a joy to see it, man, because the cast itself, as in the main cast, Michael Fassbender, if you're talking about acting-wise or character-wise that really stands out in this film, it's Michael Fassbender, and that's no surprise there. He's the best thing about this film, besides the damn actual alien, horrifying suspense scenes itself. So Michael Fassbender did an awesome job, and once you see this film and you see his role in there, it's double trouble. So, as well, Danny Mcbride is more of a serious but yet funny. It's kind of like, he's still funny, but he's serious at the same time in this film, and you believe his character. He's like, when I say he's the most human character out of the entire cast. Kathrine Paterson, my celebrity crush, my love, she's awesome in here as well. As the main lead girl, she's awesome. I wouldn't say she's the best out of the cast, as in like as a Fassbender level, but she is really interesting in her character herself. But the thing with all the characters is you really never get emotionally attached. Not to all of them. There's about 15 crew. By the end of the film, you were like, geez, there was only like 2 of them that I really cared about. Like, really, by the end, it's like, I only cared for these 2, or these 3, not the rest, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these characters were fine. I didn't care for these. Like, they could die, whatever. It's no big deal. Stuff like that. They're just expendable. So anyway, Fassbender, McBride, Paterson, they were all really, really good in here. Very entertaining to see. The set designs, the setting, the worlds, the space scenes, all of it was so fun, man, and very interesting to watch. The thing about it, though, is it's very slow. It's a slow film. It feels like 35 minutes until we get to a really interesting scene. I'm bad with timing. I'm probably pretty sure it was like 25 minutes, but it felt like 35 minutes. As well, the action in here is very entertaining, and those are the most parts that you get your blood pumping for, especially the actual with the aliens in it, the xenomorphs. That's the stuff that really like gets you going and gets you really happy, and that's why you're there sitting in the theater, because you want to see people get killed by xenomorphs and you want people to kill xenomorphs. But a lot of stuff from Prometheus is answered, and kind of a lot of stuff is not really answered from Prometheus. But I did enjoy the ending. I enjoyed the opening. I thought both were actually fantastic. Kind of predictable at times, it is. I'm kind of sad that all the aliens were CGI. I don't even think one was practical effects. I thought I heard that they were going to do more practical effects in here. If my eyes are broken, they look like all CGI. None of them look like practical effects, so I'm kind of, about that. I'm not saying like, don't see this film. Oh yeah, no, it is enjoyable. It's super slow, but what I told my friend is it's a necessary slow, even though it's so fucking slow at parts. I mean, you could literally get it on Blu-ray after you watch it in theaters, of course, because it is a film to watch in theaters for sure. It could be it could be a date film, but I don't know. It's weird like that. But you could just skip the first 30 minutes if you're like that. I'm not like that. I usually like to watch the whole thing again, even though if I sit through torture. But you could just skip the 30 minutes and just go right to the good stuff. Right? Not into the action, but right when they get to like the planet and shit like that. Like, you can just go to that. You know what I mean? So, anyway, for me, I thought it was a good film. I didn't think it was a great film. I don't think it's the best Ridley Scott film ever. But it is a good installment into the Aliens film, and it definitely is worth watching. For a sequel to Prometheus, I do feel like many parts of it were better than Prometheus. It is dark. Again, you don't really get connected to all of the characters, but it still is Fassbender, Watterson, Mcbride, the action, the horror, the suspense. It's not a full-fledged horror film. I wouldn't say that it's going to scare the balls out of you, because it's not. There are going to be predictable moments in there, but there's a few twists and turns that you do see coming, and maybe some that you won't see coming. That's all I have to say about that. Well, I will kind of say that for Alien Covenant and my other review, I will end up giving it around a 7 out of a 10. Mostly around there. So that's what I kind of plan on doing with that. That's kind of where I'm eyeing it right now. I do recommend watching this in theaters. If you found the trailers interesting, if you're a massive Aliens fan, then definitely make sure to check this out in theaters. IMAX 3D, I didn't get to see it in IMAX 3D, so I don't really want to sit through IMAX 3D and pay $14 and sit down through most slow scenes. Again, necessary slow scenes, I get it, story building, blah blah blah, but by the end of the movie you're like, well, you could have just gone to the planet right away and just kind of started it, you know? Really, when you think about it, it's like, you could have just condensed it all into like the first 10 minutes and then somehow or another, because that was a long 35-40 minutes. Come on, Ridley, pick it up. So other than that, it was a good film, enjoyable. Some parts I enjoyed more than others, some were just okay. By the end of it, you're like, well, from the second act to the end of the movie was pretty enjoyable. The most. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and share with your friends. Tell me what you thought about Alien Covenant. Make sure if you're going to spoil something, make sure to use a spoiler tag, or so I want people to get angry and be like, they spoiled it for me, so don't spoil it. We'll talk about that later today in the spoiler review. Thank you guys again. Until next time. Bye-bye.